Hi, so this video is about to demonstrate on the Azure pipeline, the DevOps pipeline that takes care about the creation of an premium file share to be used for FSLogix. And FSLogix needs a premium Azure file share, and it also, this one needs to be added to a domain joined if you want to, and we set the correct NTFS permissions on the file share. And the pipeline that does that for us is this one here. It's called the FSLogix prep pipeline, and if you run it, you can run it right away because it doesn't take any input parameters. You need to specify what it does is, after it's being downloading all the components, it's at first creating an Azure premium file share. So within your Azure subscription, if you go to the deployments, you will see when you come to that section here that under deployments you have an ARM template that is being run against your Azure subscription, and it's creating an Azure premium file share. The premium file share is recommended for use with Azure Virtual Desktop, so that's why we do it. Technically, a standard file share would work as well, but you know, it's not recommended and doesn't would not give you the IOPS that would be, you know, required for a good experience. It's a normal storage account, or it's a premium storage account with the with a file share. So if you expand that, you see that the file share is being created. So this was the first phase. The second phase would be to join this file share to our contoso.local domain. And that means there is no UI way of doing that. We need to run PowerShell code in order to do that. However, this is being scripted, or this is being done by the pipeline. And in order for you to verify what's been going on, I, sort of scripted out the output of what is being done by the Azure pipeline that is currently running. So it's writing its log outputs under the temp directory, and to give you more details on that, it's downloading, the PowerShell module from the Azure team that gives you the opportunity to do the domain join, and it will also, do its settings and do the domain join and mount that directory and give our AVD users group NTFS permissions to that Azure file share. So you see, it takes a while until this takes place, a couple of minutes. You may want to refresh the logs from time to time. At this step, the domain join part needs to be done from a domain member. So therefore, I'll do it on the domain controller itself. Maybe that's not the best practice, but however, it's guaranteed to work then. And after some time, the domain join and the permission settings will be done. So what happened is, if you go to the storage account and navigate to that file share, you see you have an AVD profiles share. This will be our destination for the user profile disks coming from FSLogix. And if you go to the access control, you'll see that our AVD users group is getting permissions to that file share. Let me expand it in order for you to see it better. It's the storage file data SMB share contributor rights that our AVD users group gets. This is quite important. Behind the curtains, we also have NTFS permissions set on the file share. So it was mounted before from the domain controller. The ACLs for this group have been done, have also been granted from the from the NTFS side. And there's another thing for us to verify is that you see here that the Azure Fileshare has been enabled for domain. It doesn't tell you which domain it is, but as long as this setting is done, you can see here Active Directory is enabled for this file share.